she pardons for that recognition. And today we are making history, swearing in our first African-American woman chaplain of FDNY.
Hello, everybody. We have some breaking exclusive news. Another news item that you will not find by all the main news media outlets will not talk about this. That clip you just saw, I'm going to show you a longer clip as well. Stick around for this. Is of the Attorney General of New York, Letitia James. I almost said Letitia Cash Money G, but that's Fanny. It's hard to keep up with all these corrupt administrators in Biden's administration. It's hard to keep up with all these people that are going after Trump. Letitia James gave a homage at the FDNY, the Firefighters of New York City, an event that was held very recently. And as soon as they announced her name to present the honoree with her award, you heard chants from actual firefighters who were booing the Attorney General, Letitia James, and then finally yelling and chanting Trump towards the end of her speech. Now, if you have just a real quick recap of who Letitia James is. Letitia James is the Attorney General who, out of the blue, decided to go after and charge former President Donald Trump with a civil case in which was decided by one Judge Engoron. Most of you guys probably already know this. And Trump was fined over $450 million, which a lot of people, including yours truly, Nez, found to be utterly disgusting, utterly repulsive, a weaponization of the DOJ, as well as just an egregious deviation from actual constitutional law. And so she then posted this on Twitter. Check this out. So here you can see on her Twitter feed, she posts, first she posted this 464 million amount, just posted that. Like who does that? What professional, I mean, in any right would post and spike the football and gloat like that over something that a lot of real estate investors, a ton of business people, especially investors in New York, found to be absolutely, utterly ridiculous, and just proves even more that the government is trying to do things that is really beyond their scope and beyond their reach. And they're just basically inflating their big government status and their big government clause into every free market enterprise imaginable. But she posted this on Twitter, and then she reposted it. And so many people thought this was in bad taste, including yours truly. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You don't find criminals being this audacious, let alone somebody who is the Attorney General of the state of New York, which is an office of esteem, an office of credibility, and always appear equivocal, always appear dispassionate and totally impartial and fair towards the aims of due process of law. This is anything but impartial. This is gloating. This is bragging. This is childish. This is 1,000,000,000% unprofessional. It is right along the lines of Fannie Cash Money G. Willis. These people are just absolutely absurd. And if you miss this, check out this. If you don't take my word for it, take the word of somebody who's probably the most successful real estate investor on the entire planet. Listen to Kevin O'Leary. Check this out.
This award, I mean, just leaving the whole Trump thing out of it and seeing what occurred here, and I'm no different than any other investor. I'm shocked at this. I can't even understand or fathom the decision at all. There's no rationale for it. And so let me give you a real-time experience I'm having regarding this, and I'm not the only one. It doesn't matter what the governor says. New York was already a loser state. Like California is a loser state. There are many loser states because of policy, high taxes, uncompetitive regulation. It was already on the top of the list of being a loser state. I would never invest in New York now, and I'm not the only person saying that.
And then you had the truckers boycott, which was so awesome, which is, still to this day, there's a lot of truckers who will not ship to New York City because of this. So you had a case where There was 0 victims. It was a victimless crime. Donald Trump was not being tried through a jury of his peers. One judge made all the decision. We all know everything about Judge Engoron. There's been undercover footage brilliantly executed by James O'Keefe where he was definitely showing a bias. He definitely wanted to go after Trump, right? Then you have the banks even coming to Trump's defense. He paid all his loans back with interest. The whole charge was that he inflated property value in order to get an advantage through financial loans through banks, which everybody does. And it's actually the bank's job to do their due diligence to make sure the property is valued appropriately. It's not Trump's fault. It's the banks that need to do their due diligence. Everybody inflates. You find me a homeowner who's trying to get a loan, who's going to give an accurate evaluation of their home, and I will give you $1 million. It doesn't happen, will not happen, never. Okay, then we fast forward to this moment right here, which happened very, very recently, where the AG Letitia James was invited to induct an honoree at this event that the fire department in New York, the FDNY, was holding. And then watch what happens here. You hear those boos?
Oh, come on. We're in a house of God. First, simmer down. I want to thank Commissioner Kavanaugh and Chief Hodgins for that recognition.
First of all, simmer down. I mean, I think oh my God, her whole demeanor, her whole attitude, she knows well in hand that what she did was an absolute witch hunt. What she did was unfounded, ungrounded, had no legal basis for it. It was a complete and utter weaponization of the Department of Justice, of New York City's legal system. And it was a direct attack, probably, I would say more, I have so much confidence in saying this right now, probably boosted and created and launched by the Obama coalition, the establishment, the swamp that's in Washington, D.C. And the fact that she says, simmer down, we're in the house of God. It's that same phony Kamala, that cash money G Fanny. It's just so egregious. Okay, so that happened, which I applaud those firefighters for exercising their right to free speech. This is still a free country, and actually questioning your leaders, even vehemently and adamantly opposing your leaders, is not only an American right, it is a civic duty. Check this out. I want you to check this out. So we actually got our hands on a memo. So the FDNY firefighters who booed Letitia will be punished and they will face re-education. These are memos and emails from the UFOA, which is the Uniformed Fire Officers Association. And the source here is Viral News NYC. And they are asked to turn themselves in or risk being hunted down. So I will actually leave a link to this. I want to thank End Wokeness on X for posting this. But you can see here that there obviously were, Letitia James was not happy. So the memo goes on to say that, you shouldn't have done that. That was totally unaccounted for. It's unacceptable. And then here's the part I really want to show you on the next page. And then watch this at the bottom here. I want you to see what it says here at the very bottom. Next steps. You see that underneath my image there? Have DC visit each firehouse that had a member promoted, relay bullet point message, which is just a bunch of bureaucratic nonsense. They should understand that BITS is gathering video and what is this communistic, we're gathering video, we're identifying members that brought discredit and to the department. It's the same crap they did in higher education. We want the members to come forward. They will come to HQ. This is absolute garbage. They will come to HQ to be educated why their behavior is unacceptable. And then right above my head, here's the second page. This is so unbelievable. And it makes me so angry BITS is investigating this, the second paragraph, so they will figure out who the members are. I recommend they come forward. I've been told by the commissioner it will be better for them if they come forward and we don't have to hunt them down. Hunt them down? You're going to hunt down firefighters who risk their lives, who put their families, jeopardizes their families, sacrifices their blood, sacrifices their ability to take care of their families so you can have safety, so you can feel safe and you can get the help that you deserve as an American. You're going to hunt them down for what? For booing an absolute corrupt, corrosive vermin like AG Letitia James? That should make every American's blood boil. I just think that this is just such an absolute travesty. It's such a travesty of justice. It's the same bureaucratic nonsense that they used to shovel down our throats in higher education. Thank God I'm not, beholden and I can tell the truth about what happens in higher education. I'm now running businesses and doing my own thing. It's the best thing ever for my life. I know there's a lot of adjunct professors and professors out there who are like me, who are sick and tired of this 100-year-old system that is doing nothing for students. This is a direct result. I'm telling you right now, this is a direct byproduct of the worst infection, the worst virus that has infected our nation, DEI. DEI is the most parasitic virus, more contagious than any virus on planet Earth. It's infecting our airline industry, our educational industry, our public, private, free enterprise, every industry imaginable. And the reason I know this is because if Letitia James was white, Caucasian, all those boos, all of those yells would be plastered all over mainstream media. Those firefighters would each get a sit down with Gayle King or The View and Whoopi Goldberg and that bunch of nonsensical yappers. And they would be given awards and they would be applauded, be given book deals. But no, because Letitia James is African American, because she's black, just like what Fannie Willis is doing. Look, discrimination is discrimination. Any kind of discrimination is discrimination. Are there racists that exist out there? Of course. I'm an optimist. I tend to think that most people are good people. Are there racists out there? Of course. Does that mean that we should implement a parasitic ideology that perpetuates racism under the guise of diversity? Capital N, no. And it's affecting and costing lives. Look at what's happening to United Airlines. Do you remember the videos? I'll leave it in the end screen. Do you remember the videos I posted of the CEO of United Airlines who was like, no, we're all about DEI. We're going to make sure our board has black people on it and women on it. And we're going to make sure our pilots are unqualified just as long as they fill a quota. Look what's happening to United Airlines. The third plane just had to do an emergency landing because of faulty parts. DEI is the worst thing that ever happened to our country. It needs to be abolished. It is leftist, woke, virus, crap, garbage. And more importantly, it's costing lives. It's awful. If Letitia James was white, I promise you, everything would be different. This memo would not have gone out. This absolute abomination of a memo. Hunt them down? I mean, that is so... It's rotten to the core, man. You're going to hunt down firefighters who just are exercising their freedom of speech? I want to throw this over to you guys because my blood's boiling. I'm starting to sweat. I'm getting so upset. This is the whole purpose of this channel. We need to raise awareness. You think mainstream media is talking about this memo? Not even close. This is the whole purpose of this channel. I want you to share this video with everybody you know. We need to raise awareness. Tap the thumbs up so we get this pushed everywhere. I want to hear what you guys think. What do you guys think in the comments? What do you guys think of the AG Letitia James? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. Am I just overdoing this? Am I making a big deal out of nothing? Let me know in the comments. I try with my best to answer all the comments. Obviously, if you're a channel member, super thanks. Super stickers get first priority. But I try really, really hard. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe to our free newsletter. It's free, so you never miss out. In the pinned comment, and in the description, and in the show notes, it's absolutely free. Just give us your best email. You'll get all the live breaking news, all updates right to your inbox. Check out these videos right here. Here's the video on United Airlines. I want you to watch this video next. Go over there. I'll see you over there. Follow, subscribe. As always, God bless you, your family. God bless America. And I'll see you soon. I'll see you over there.